MITSURI is definitely one of my favorite Hashiras now. Hi guys, it's your boy Shinobi Sage, here with a review for Demon Slayer Season 3 Episode 10. Let's get it. Guys, I love how this episode was so different from the last one. The last one was nothing but shit talking and comedy, but this was non-stop action coupled with some backstory. MITSURI in this episode proved that she's not only a best girl, but she's one of the strongest characters in this series. The fight against ZOHAKUTEN was so epic, man. And man, the way she uses her love breathing looked so elegant, dodging his attacks. And what makes her fighting style so sick is that it looks like love breathing is based off cats, which I find very funny. It's not just the name of the forms, but it also extends to the way her sword is designed, making her slashing attacks swift and potent. And also her movements as well. She was incredibly agile, quick, and very strong. What made the fight with ZOHAKUTEN even better, in my opinion, is that she was visibly scared, and I really liked that because it added some humanity to her character. Ufotable made ZOHAKUTEN so threatening, and I love it, fam. He's not a joke like Gyokyo was. Thank God he's gone. I hated that demon. And I did call it before, saying that ZOHAKUTEN was going to be able to use the other demons' abilities, and it just made sense because they all merged to become him. And what made it even more epic was that MITSURI was so close to taking him down, and Tanjiro had to warn her that that's not the real body. And that shot of him with her sword wrapped around his neck looked so badass, I swear. But MITSURI gets blasted by him at point blank range, and it's actually impressive that she was able to tank that, especially when Tanjiro struggled previously. But in this episode there's a reason for that, and we get a flashback of MITSURI's past, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually quite refreshing to see a character in this season who doesn't have a tragic ass backstory. MITSURI is just a typical village girl living in a shonen world. let me stop. She was born with some insane physical strength on some Yuji Itadori type shit, and as a kid she was winning against sumo wrestlers and all of that, but with that type of strength she had, it started to become an issue for her personally, because she started to think about her future, especially when it pertains to getting married and becoming someone's wife. Her backstory illustrates the struggle she has between who she is and what other people want her to be, to the point where she changed her hair color and stopped eating as much to appear feminine, quote unquote. But the irony in all of this here is that that's the reason why she's so likable in the first place. She retains her femininity and her cuteness, but she just happens to be really physically strong. It took her becoming a demon slayer to embrace who she is and to be accepted for who she is. I like how this is kind of a subversion of what we think this character should be. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with these type of characters, but if they can get a bit bland after a while, even if they have cool moments here and there. MITSURI is so lovable, even the snake Hashira is even showing some affection towards her. Was about to punch MITSURI, she was saved by Tanjiro, Nezuko and Genya, and she decides not to hold back anymore, and this woman chops up a bunch of wooden dragon and even held one of them back with her bare hands. Hey bro, MITSURI is a bad bitch, man. She's definitely that girl. And guys, I must say, the way her fight with ZOHAKUTEN was in this episode, this was way better than Tokito's one. And we even see her awaken her Demon Slayer mark. So it looks like to awaken this mark, you have to push past your limits, which is great. I thought that it was only a special power that only the descendants of Yoriichi have. I'm now honestly questioning who is the stronger Hashira, MITSURI or Tokito. I get the fact that Tokito seems to be a natural born prodigy, but his fight against Gyokyo was a little underwhelming because of how weak the upper fifth was. Plus, he was being amped up by his Demon Slayer mark. Before that, my man was getting trapped inside a water prison and was helped by Kotetsu. What I've been seeing from MITSURI in this episode, my man was blown away, and this was before she got her mark. So as of now, I'm taking MITSURI over Tokito. While she handles ZOHAKUTEN, Tanjiro and the others chase down Hantengu in order to slay him, but they need to break through the tree, and we finally learn how the hell Genya became a demon. Turns out, yeah, he ate a bit of Hantengu during their previous fight, and he gained the temporary abilities of a demon, and from what it looks like, he most likely bit off his jaw and got his power that way. At first, I was thinking this was like a werewolf type situation, again, but I was wrong. It's actually a pretty cool power which distinguishes him from the other characters, especially since he can't use any breathing techniques. It does bring up the question though of how long he's actually had this power. Did he just get it, or has he had this power for a long time? It's probably the latter, because when I think about it, at the start of the season his tooth regrew after he lost it, so there's that too. He's probably had it for some time. His power is correlated to the strength of the demon he consumes, so the stronger the demon, the stronger it becomes. This guy consumed an upper 4 demon. My man just picked up a tree and threw it at Hantengu like it was nothing, so bro, like Genyo's gonna be a problem, I can tell. The gang managed to break through the tree bark. They chased Hantengu to stop him once and for all. Guys, this was a fucking great episode, man. From the action to the backstory and the reveals, the pacing in this episode was good. There was a fair balance of backstory and action. And in this episode, the way they blended Mitsuri's backstory, the fight scenes were very well done, especially the way it was tied together. ZOHAKUTEN so far might just be my favorite demon because he looked almost invincible during this episode, you know what I mean? I can't wait to see how the top 3 demons fight and what their powers are. The final episode is confirmed to be 70 minutes long, and guys, when it comes to Ufotable, they always manage to end these seasons with a bang. And I'll be honest, all Demon Slayer fans' expectations are incredibly high. After what they did with the penultimate episode of season 2 and what they did in this episode, I'm gonna keep my expectations leveled, fam, and see what the animators are going to do this time with their unlimited budget breathing technique. We now have 2 Hashiras with their marks activated, and Tanjiro who can pop off at any time, and also Nezuko and Genya. So I can imagine how ridiculous it's going to be, so I can't wait for that. Thank you to everyone who's been watching my reviews, liking and commenting. I can't believe it's almost over already, man. But as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and until next week, stay blessed.